Good morning and welcome to Antioch Missionary Baptist Church Sunday School. We have entered Unit 2 in this lesson, and it has 4 lessons from 1 Corinthians, 2 Timothy, James, and 1 Peter. These lessons teach us that God calls all, and the responsibilities of that call is without regard to anybody's individual past. Lesson 6 reminds us that God's wisdom is foolishness to people because God chooses those who are not wise, who's not powerful, or noble at birth. In lesson 7, Paul's final letter brims with emotion as he encourages Timothy to embrace the suffering and accompanies the gospel, which is the responsibility to those who are called with a holy calling. And lesson 8 warns against the showing of favoritism to those wearing fine clothes because God's economy, the poor receives God's blessing. Our opening scripture this morning is gonna come from 2 Timothy, the 2nd chapter. Want to drop down and read you a few verses starting with verse 14, and I will be reading the New Revised Standard Version. And it says, "Remind them of this, and warn them before God they are to avoid wrangling over words, which does no good but only ruins those who listen. Do your best to present yourself to God as one approved by Him, a worker who has no need to be ashamed, rightly explaining the word of truth. Avoid profane chatter, for it will lead people into spread like gangrene. Among them are Harmonious and Philetus, who have swerved from the truth by claiming the resurrection has already taken place. They are upsetting the faith of some. But God's firm foundation stands bearing this inscription: the Lord knows who are His, and let everyone who calls on the name of the Lord turn away from their wickedness." Father, it is teaching time once again in your we have Sunday school Bible study so you can study, ask questions, so you can understand what is true. But because of some people's titles and positions that have an influence over you, they can tell you anything, and if you don't know the truth, they can use you, and you gotta have wisdom. And wisdom